My favorite iron this week by some appreciable distance was the Mizuna JPX 825. This iron stands out, number one, because of its construction. The metal is softer and you can actually feel the ball on the club face. Most of the other clubs in this category have what I like to call training wheels, and they have a sole that's 1 inch to 2 inches wide on the bottom, and they're made of many, many pieces. And they're constructed in such a way that when you hit the ball, you can't tell where on the face the ball actually impacted the club. When you try and improve your golf game, you need to know where you're hitting it, so you need to know you learn what swing adjustments to make to hit pure solid contact.
I really like these irons because of the soft feel that they gave me upon contact with the ball. It gave you feedback in your hands so you knew what you were doing and how well you'd hit the shot. But also the styling makes it so you don't think it's a maximum game improvement club, but it does help you in those ways. It hits it high and lands soft on the green, but also helps you in your directional misses. That keeps you more in play than going way right or way left that other clubs did.
In that max game improvement category, there's some pretty strange looking stuff. But for me, I still like a more traditional looking iron, and I want it to play like an iron. You can reach the greens, you can have a ball stop where you want it. You know, when you're not such a good player, you know, and you're not ready for blades, but to have a set of irons that actually look like irons and play like irons is important.
It gets you to the green, and if I only didn't have to putt, I'd be a really good golfer.
The club face really controlled mishits, so you don't have really bad slices or hooks. It kind of kept the bad shots manageable.
My favorite irons this week were the Wilson Staff D100s. And I like them because they offered a nice blend of playability with forgiveness. I really found that they were appealing in their shape and their size. They don't look so big and clunky as some of the other game improvement irons that are out there. And you also offer the ability to work the ball. And they really just feel crisp and clean and produce just a wonderful strike that you don't seem to find in this category that often.
A lot of the irons in this range are the max improvement type. They have a hybrid kind of style to them. The Wilson clubs were more of a blade, although a thick blade, and they had a lot of low weighting on them and cavity back, but they seem to be very forgiving. You know, you could hit them on the toe, on the sweet spot, you'd still get within 10 or 15 yards of the green. And the groove design really allowed the ball to stop and grab when we did hit the green. These actually gave you a good feedback, good kick, and good control.
The Cobra Baffler Hybrid was my favorite iron this week. It brought back some really happy memories. It was the first game improvement club, or game improvement iron actually, that I've seen in a long time that really had a lot of feel to it, like the old forged irons that when I was a younger man I could actually play. So you'd take these things and you'd hit them and you go, wow, I think I remember that, and it's really a nice feeling. It was a lot different than most of the others in the category, which were either hybrids, big sort of bulgy in the back, clunky things without much feel, especially around the green, or something that was really a hybrid and they tried to disguise as an iron. This thing really just looked like a good iron. It was just accurate as could be. It was you were hitting straight shots into the greens almost all day. It was a refreshing change from most everything else in the category. I really liked it.
They're very easy to hit. They're maximum game improvement clubs, so the heads are big. But in the case of the Cobras, they're not overly big, so they still have a sort of traditional look to them. But the Cobras were a little bit better than most of them in that I could still draw the ball just a little bit with them.
When we were out there testing the Max Game Improvement irons this week, we were given a set of the Adams Ideatech V4 hybrid irons. And these clubs are fairly substantial in their size and somewhat unconventional. You might want to make fun of the person who plays these clubs, but they'll be making fun of you when they're taking their money off the table. So if I had a friend who wanted to get out there and really get into the game and enjoy it and just make golf easy and fun, I would put these in their hand right away. They're just a beautiful execution. They look graceful. They hit the ball so crisp and cleanly. They really deliver the club squarely and stable time after time again, they offer some playability that you might not expect out of a club this shape and size.